Hello everyone and welcome back to Digger Evans Model Railway. This is Meet the Fleet Part 2, a follow on from where we left off last time. What we're looking at here is a little Lima or Hornby Class 8, British Rail Class 8, and you'll notice a lot of stuff missing and broken on it and what have you. And it was in the local model shop. Let's see if we can get any more light on it. See how that looks. And it was 15 quid. And one of the first purchases I made from that model shop was this. And and it's not brilliant, but it needed rusting up and what have you, and it sits in the scrapyard. It does some shunting on the scrap line for the scrapyard, and they use it to run the generator. So that's that one. I think I paid about £15 at the most for that. Yeah, this should be a little bit better. I've got the turntable. This is a little 4-oar steamer. I won this in a competition from Glyn. His channel is LNER 1946. I have not seen him about for quite some time. I don't know where he is. So I hope you're doing well. If you do watch this, Glyn, or if anyone knows him, give him a nudge and say I said hello. Again, this came with a little set. And it was intended for the grandkids, but then the COVID struck. And we had no visits or anything, and in the meantime I thought I'll get it weathered and make it look old and rusty and do the business on it, which I did. It runs very well, and I like the amount of rust and stuff we've got on it. Little LNER puffer, little tank engine. That's the only one I've got that's a steam engine. I don't have any more, just that one. Next, as you can see here, is this lovely, I think this is a Hornby or a Lima, I'm not sure. This is Great Rocks. A lovely Class 37. And I'm not sure, I think I got this off social media. A lot cheaper than eBay. And I might have paid 30 or 40 quid. I've given it a little bit of weathering, as you can see. Just a bit of oil spray from the tracks and running up from the bogies and stuff. And I've painted the bogies in. Sorry about the parrot. He is covered up. He's supposed to be being quiet. And it doesn't light up or anything. There's nothing... nothing fancy on this one, but for the money it's good and it runs well, and I sometimes use it as a double header with the other 37 and just run the pair of them. Jimmy, be quiet please. So that's that one, and this little beauty is the HST, the Class 43 high-speed train. Let's see if we can move this way a bit. Virgin Railways. This one's called Maiden Voyager. I will bring it in and we can see that. Maiden Voyager. And the other one to the set is Lady in Red, the dummy runner. Jimmy, will you give it a rest? And I bought this complete set, believe it or not, from a very, very good friend of mine, John Smith. 50 quid all in, and it was a complete set. Carriages, track, transformer, everything. And I've done a little bit of weathering and rusting and what have you, as you can see on this. I know some people don't, but I just can't help myself. Some people don't want to do it, don't like doing it. It is a bit dusty, don't worry about that. We can remedy that. It's been sat in a dusty place for quite some time. Now look at that now. And I think they have a driver already in. and some cab detail in there as well. Very nice loco, runs well. I prefer my freight to passenger services though. And this, I didn't get this too long ago. It's the Pacer. We won't be able to fit this on. Sorry about this. We can't fit it on the turntable. Horrible Jimmy. Why have you got to start your nonsense? And I paid 60 quid for this, which is very cheap. Very cheap for the model. It's a much sought after model, although it was derided by passengers when it was actually in service. It's a lovely little model, and my next job with this is to do a little bit of detailing. You see on all these rivets and things. Lovely detail that. Jimmy, shut up. Give you a beaker rest, man. And it just needs populating passengers. And that's the next job. That's the next job for this loco. It's going to get some passengers on it. And now we're back with the old Deltix. I noticed OOscale have just announced a second run of their the beautiful models of the Deltix. This, unfortunately, isn't one of those. As you can tell, this is a Lima Deltix. I paid 15 quid for it off social media as a non-runner, and it just needed a bit of a clean, and it started to run okay. I have, as you can see, weathered it and detailed all the bogies and the running gear and everything. The problem I had with this was there was hand painted yellow panels on the front, and boy, can you tell they're hand painted, brush painted on. I mean, it's a nice model and what have you, but that lets it down badly. It looks like someone just dipped the dog's tail in paint and wafted it round the front end and hope for the best. It's not square, it's not tidy and what have you, so I've covered it with rust and muck as much as I can so it doesn't Jimmy, shut up, so it doesn't show up too much. And now we've got some nice muck and stuff on that. I like it when they look used. Doesn't affect the running of them at all. I don't, would I do that if it were an OOscale one that I'd spent best part of 200 notes? I don't know. I couldn't say, but this next one might be some answer to that. This is a Hornby super detail, extremely heavy, class 50. Let's see if we can get. And I bought this from the local model shop for 50 quid because there's a couple of pieces missing. We've got hooks missing from the front. Got a hook missing there. And we've got some component missing from under the body there. It's the Art Royal. I'll tell you what though, it runs beautifully, silent, beautiful. It's got these lovely detailed doors what open and close. Not that you need that. Let's have a look close up at the detail. And they do open and close, just for the hell of it, I suppose. Very nice local. Like I said, I paid 50 quid. I have not weathered it one little bit, and I don't know if I'm going to. It runs really well. I just don't know. I'm undecided if it's going to be weathered or not. And the next one, I don't think I'm duplicating any here. I didn't think we've seen any of these. This next one is a 47 Royal Engineers Postal and Courier Services. And I got this from Rails of Sheffield, I think. And I think it was up for 39 quid and I bid them 34 quid and they accepted it, which is, they're very good at doing that. They accept offers all the time. And at the minute till the end of this month, 20% off everything in the eBay shop. which is a good do. Nice loco, runs very, very well. Can't fault it, can't fault it. And it might want some weathering. And I'm up for that. I'm up for weathering that one, I think. I think I will do that. I'll put that back there. A couple more now. This one is another 47 on distribution rail freight. It's called the Diamond Jubilee. I think I got this off social media, and I didn't pay a lot for it. 30 to 40 quid, you know, I'm tight as a Bedouin's clock in a sandstorm, so I don't like parting with a lot of money if I can get away with it. And you can see there's a coupling link missing. Doesn't bother me that at all, not a problem. I can always put some NEM pockets on, which I'm ordering a load of NEM pockets very soon with magnets. And as you can see, it's got a little bit of what I call light weathering, just some muck thrown up, and on the bogies I've had some slight weathering. You can just see the springs, the caps over the wheel ends, stuff like that. And you know, the springs really do want detailing and stuff like that, because they stand out, and they stand out on locos in real life. So it's got a bit more to do to it, that one, for the weathering. And I like it very much. Lovely runner as well. And now the very, very last one, I'll move that over there, put that back. The very last one is this one here. Class 31 brush type 2 Merle's diesel engine in it. Not this one, the real one, obviously. This hasn't got a Merle's diesel. Bestcott Traction Maintenance Depot. Years ago, as we know, Dad worked with brush and Hawker Siddeley, Maybach, Merle's. He started with Merle's and he went working through them all. And he did a lot of work with these, the Type 2, the Class 31, as well as the all the development work he did on that lovely Falcon. And so this, you know, I had to have a brush Type 2. It's missing a buffer or two, doesn't matter. I have got some sprung buffers to replace these, and I've started doing it on this end. You can see these round buffers are the spring buffers. You've got to be carefully cut the others off and apply these ones. It's easy enough to do, and they look a little bit better with sprung buffers on, I think. Not necessary, but looks better. And the other buffers were missing. This was 30 quid, I remember it. And somebody just put it up on a sales group on Facebook. And the minute they put it up, I bought it really quickly, so that there'd be no competition for it. And it's a lovely, lovely motor car, I was going to say. Lovely locomotive. It's a Lima. It's not super detailed or all like that, but we've got wipers, windscreen wipers, and as it's riding past you on the layout, you're going to miss details anyhow, you know. But it's a nice one. It's all detailed up with weathering that I've done, and rust on the roof, and on the exhaust ports on the roof I've done a bit of rust, stuff like that. And you know, there is more you can do, but I think it's just about done, apart from the buffers, which I'll continue with very shortly. May as well get that done while we're all indoors. So that's it for now, folks. That's the second part of Meet the Fleet. I do have a couple more locos that we will get to in another video. We've already going up to 15 minutes now, which is longer than usual for me. So I'll say thank you all ever so much for watching. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please do give us a subscribe if you're not already subbed, and give us a like if you like what you've seen. Thank you all very much. Bye. Bye bye for now, my friends, and do take care.